Hi, in this video I'm going to give you some tips on how to look after your brain as you get older. And let's face it, after a certain age, most of us slow down as we get older. It's okay, we might speed up as we get teenager or something like that, but get past your 30s or 40s and you start thinking slower, or you start forgetting things even more often. Okay, even children forget things, and it's kind of, there's too many things to remember, so that just happens. But it's when you can't remember lots and lots of things that you're thinking, my brain's slowing down, and that's worrying. And yeah, it might be classed as dementia, it might be classed as Alzheimer's, it might be classed as lots of different things, but ideally you want to trap it before it gets to that stage, and you want to trap it, put off that date as long as possible, ideally forever. So start by keeping your brain active, and that could be things like puzzles. If you're into those, you can play those online on your phone. You can be against yourself, against the computer, against someone else in real life. Actual conversations, it's very, very easy, even as you get older, to get trapped into just typing messages, and those can be misconstrued, and you got a bit too much thinking time because someone sends you a message and you may not see it immediately anyway, and if you do, you don't have to reply immediately, so you've got time to think. Whereas in real life, if you're in a conversation with someone and you stall for even a couple of seconds, that's really noticeable. So actual conversations, they're good. And the other thing to help keep your brain active is new things, and that could be a new toy, as in a new gadget. It could just be reading new things. Maybe you subscribe to a newspaper or a magazine or an online thing that just updates you on something. I know over the years I've read different magazines. One was a science one. I've stopped that because I didn't get on with it anymore. I've ended up not reading it, but I subscribe to science type things online instead, so that's probably why I stopped it. But new things, because what they do is they force your brain to reconsider. They'll force it to come up with new neural pathways, and they'll push it, they'll keep you sharper. Next up, watch your food, because diet affects our brain, and lots of different things, and you can do all sorts of reports, and quite a lot of them will contradict each other. Caffeine may or may not help. Sugar almost certainly doesn't help. It might help for an immediate short boost, but after that it's pretty much bad for you. Look at the waistline of most of the Western world. General thing on diet, what I'd suggest is keep it relatively natural. If you've got the time or the inclination, or want to make the time, which is always a good idea, prepare your own food. It actually doesn't take very long. You can do lots and lots of quick meals in 15-20 minutes, which actually is probably quicker than ringing up Domino's and getting a pizza delivered. I think their guarantee is 30 minutes. So you can do that, just means you need to get the ingredients in, but that's, again, a well-stocked fridge and freezer and some spices and things like that. You can do your own food, and then you know the provenance of it, you know where it's come from, you know what's in the ingredients, and that'll help. Because if you buy all the processed stuff, try pronouncing half the ingredients, try working out what on earth they are. You wouldn't have them in your kitchen, they're just from a laboratory somewhere, kind of Frankenstein meal. So go more natural on your food, and notice how that positively affects your brain. Learn to relax as well. Too much stress just doesn't help, and there's kind of seems to be an optimum balance. You can be too chilled, but you can definitely be too stressed, and lots of different ways to relax. It could be as simple as going out for a nice walk. It could be put on a hypnosis or a meditation track. It could be go and do some yoga or some exercise. Whatever relaxes you, and you'll know roughly what that is. It doesn't mean lots and lots of alcohol. Some in moderation seems to be okay, that's the general consensus, but too much, again, will actually not help your brain, won't help anything. So learn to relax, find your own way of relaxing, and go for it. The other thing is drink plenty of water. We're composed of, I forget the exact percentage, but basically lots of water, same as everything else on this planet. If you don't drink much water, and by water I mean actual water, you can maybe have a slice of lemon in it, you can maybe have some carbon dioxide in it, some bubble gas, depending on what you call it in your different area, but not water that's been turned into coffee, not water that's been turned into sugary drinks, or even worse, artificially sweetened drinks. Actual physical water. And actually, once you get used to it, you'll find that you You drink it quite happily and it tastes quite nice, and it keeps you hydrated, and hydration is a really, really big part of keeping your brain in the right state. And final bit, get my free report. You knew something like this was coming. Click the link below this video. I've got a complete report, yours, free for the asking. All you do is swap your email address for it and I'll send it you. Very, very simple. It's a nice, easy to read report, and it's got lots and lots more ideas on how to keep your brain active and healthy. So go for it, click the link below and enjoy. Thanks for watching.